Hi there, it's Nicole for Bella Blvd, and it's National Scrapbooking Day 2015. And today I have a layout featuring favorite things of mine, all created in a list style showcasing Bella Blvd products. To start my page, I did print all of my journaling on a 12 by 12 sheet of white cardstock. And I did this because I have a wide format Epson printer. So I simply designed it in word processing software and then printed it out. Now I'm using some Carrie Bradford stamps to highlight each of the different points. I didn't use bullet points or anything like that when I actually printed the journaling on the background page because I knew I wanted to add some fun little carrots here with Carrie's stamps in bright, fun colors. So I am applying all those little carrots to each of the points, and I am using 3 different colors of Lawn Fawn ink in the freshly cut grass, the mermaid and deep sea colors, or not deep sea, pardon me, sunflower colors. And I'm going to finish adding all of those. I kind of just did every other one. And this makes it easier to differentiate the different points one from another. I've also stamped a little subtitle there underneath my die cut greeting, which is simply laying there. It's not actually attached yet. When I am designing a page, I like to lay out all of my elements. So I did die cut a title from 2 colors of cardstock, white and black, and I laid it out, and plus I die cut a bunch of butterflies. Both are from Carrie Bradford's site. And all of the butterflies are die cut from different Bella Blvd patterned papers. I'm adding detail now with more of Carrie's stamps. They're absolutely wonderful for scrapbooking. There's tons of different phrases that are really great for all kinds of different pages. And I'm adding quite a lot of stamping interspersed with the computer generated journaling, as well as the die cut title. I like the different mix of fonts and textures. Again, I'm going to add some fun little carrots here to either side of that little phrase there above my die cut title. I did all of the printing first, then I did all of my stamping. And I did this because in case I messed something up, I didn't want to have already attached all of my die cuts to the page and have to re-die cut them or try to pull them off. I didn't want to ruin anything. Now to finish up my stamping, I am going to add a date to the bottom of the list. Again, all of these are Carrie Bradford stamps. The individual stamps that I am using, or stamp sets that I'm using, are all going to be linked below. This is the time and time again that I used, or the time stamp set and the time again stamp set. They work really well for adding dates to any of your pages or projects. Now, I stamped off a lot of or almost everything. I stamped it off on a scrap piece of paper that has the same texture as this. This is basil cardstock, so it has that slight texture. It's not smooth. And I wanted to make sure that what I was stamping was going to look as good on the textured cardstock as it would on a smooth cardstock. So I would ink it up and stamp it off on a scrap piece of paper to make sure, and then I stamped it onto my actual page. Go ahead and add the word Saturday. And now I can go ahead and add all of my butterflies. I like to use a lot of repetition of patterns on my scrapbook page layouts. I took one single digital die cut image, which is this butterfly, and then I resized it into several different sizes and cut it out of different colors of yellow, green, and blue pattern papers. Now I die cut it both from the pattern papers and from black cardstock, as I did the same thing for the title. I wanted all of these to have a little bit of a slight shadow. So I'm only going to slightly offset that. especially for the title, I didn't want it to be that big, bold black, and I couldn't find a particular pattern paper that I felt wouldn't take away from that butterfly design. So instead, I chose to die cut the title from black cardstock and then white so that it just barely pops off of the page. I think it gives a really, even though it's very subtle, it's really striking. It's the same color, but that slight black shadow really helps it pop off of the background of the page. I'm going to go ahead and finish attaching all of these butterflies now. Again, slightly offsetting them. Both the butterfly and the black shadow are exactly the same size. I'm just not adhering it directly on top. I'm shifting it just a little bit so that portions of that black shadow will show. Go ahead and attach my photo in the bottom left corner. And then I'm tucking the butterflies, some underneath other elements, some on top, to give a nice feel of movement so that it doesn't seem so disjointed and just things kind of stuck to the page. On a couple of the butterflies, I am layering them. You can see on that green one, I layered a smaller butterfly on top of the large one. Glued the little dots for both of the eyes in place using the Zig glue pen. I'm using glue dots to attach all the butterflies only in the body of the butterfly. That way, the wings still have some nice movement. I'll finish adding all the rest of these, and then I'm going to take another stamp here from Carrie Bradford, and I've attached a cardstock sticker from the Spring Showers Bella Blvd sticker sheet, and I tucked that right underneath my photo and then stamped on the tab. And then I'm interspersing that butterfly wave there with some star stickers. And then I'll finish with some enamel dots. Some of these dark blue ones are from Bella Blvd, and then I'm using some Doodlebug ones as well. And you can see that I started with the yellow butterflies, then went to the green and then the blue. I did the same thing with any additional elements that I added to the page. I kind of kept to those same color combinations so that it would kind of flow really nicely throughout the page. I did tuck some photo corners underneath the photo to really help it pop just a little bit more. And instead of placing them on top, I placed them back behind so that only a portion of them is visible. Thanks for watching this layout for National Scrapbook Day 2015. The supplies I've used are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.